Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to this channel or have stumbled across this video, welcome. My name is Katie, otherwise known as Put Your Makeup On, and I post videos every Monday and Thursday. Before you leave, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos of me. And while we're at it, let's give this video a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed it. And for today, we are going to be doing another first impression video on a foundation. I really love first impression videos, and today we are going to be talking about this bad boy right here. This is the Milk Blur Liquid Matte Foundation. So we're gonna get more into this, tell you more about it. So if you want to know my first impressions on this foundation, this is how we do it on Put Your Makeup On, so stay tuned. Okay, so first and foremost, let's go on to the Sephora website and find out more about this foundation. I think that would be pretty helpful. It is a 1 ounce, which is pretty typical. It is a squeezy tube, which I enjoy. It's retailed for $40 and about 16 shades that Milk offers, so not that bad, but I would definitely recommend, if you are curious about this foundation, I would just recommend getting Color Acute at Sephora. It basically says that it is full coverage, it does have a matte finish, skin type for all skin types, except dry, which makes sense. Ultra weightless, full coverage foundation with an oil-free, silicone-free formula that lets skin breathe. Blur, okay, blah, blah, blah. Also is vegan, oil-free, gluten-free, silicone-free, and cruelty-free. So that's cool. For those of you who are new here, my skin type is very oily. I typically use a mattifying primer on an everyday basis, and the one that I want to use is the Boscia Perfecting White Charcoal Primer. This is rather new to me, and I've had very good luck with this primer. I feel that whenever I do a first impression, I feel like it wouldn't make sense to not wear primer because that's just not how I wear foundation. So I'm going to be popping this on first and foremost, but before I do anything, let's get the hair out of the way. And it is like super humid today. It's been raining and really cloudy on and off, so I feel that the weather might affect how the foundation wears. So again, this is just a first impression. I will have the ending results down in the description box, so because I have so many other videos to film today. So if you want to know more about the foundation, how it lasted, check the description box down below. And so this is my skin up close as of right now. I normally do have pretty good skin. I don't know what's going on over here. My time of the month is coming in about like a week or so, so I feel like whenever that happens, my skin like freaks out a little bit, and then it kind of goes back to normal. So this is basically what we are working with. I really don't have a lot of redness. I do have some redness on my chin as of right now. I don't know why. And then just some pores and stuff like that. My forehead's pretty good. I do take care of my skin, so I really don't have a lot of acne as of right now, but again, this is what we're working with. Okay, so let's pop on my primer first and foremost. And this primer, I really have been enjoying lately. It mattifies and controls the oil very well. I like to kind of smear it on and then like tap it into my skin. Again, if you are not oily, I would not recommend this primer, but again, I want to reiterate, because of the fact that I'm oily, I do tend to wear an oil controlling mattifying primer on an everyday basis. So that's the primer. It does have a little bit of a stickiness to it, which I definitely enjoy because of the fact that it holds the makeup a little bit better. I'm going to squeeze it out on the back of my hand. Again, this is normally how I do it. And I do have the shade medium. My tan as of right now is fading a little bit, so this is what the shade medium looks like. It does have a little bit of a thicker consistency, but I feel like it's a little runny at the same time. So let's see. I hope it matches. And again, I mean, if you guys have been with me for a while, this is how I normally apply foundation. I just dot it everywhere first, and then we blend it out. And for this, I am going to use my Real Techniques brush. This is the buffing brush, one of my absolute favorites for foundation. I'm going to try and zoom you guys a little bit closer so we could see. I feel like this might be too dark. Oh no, it's okay. It matches my neck, which is pretty good. Does blend a little. Actually, it blends out a lot easier than I thought. Oh, this is not bad so far. This medium color definitely does have a very strong yellow undertone to it. My skin normally is more on the neutral side. I definitely agree with Sephora that this foundation is not going to work well for dry skin. So that's pretty much what we are working with right now. From far away. Yeah, on camera I definitely feel it looks more yellow in person, but it does match my neck very well. I actually like it. I feel like I would probably want to wear a more pore minimizing primer underneath it. I feel like you could kind of see my pores through the foundation, which I'm honestly okay with, if I'm being honest with you. I've come to terms with my pores. Me and my pores, we're friends, you know, we're okay. But that's not going to make me stop using the foundation because I know that I could use a more pore minimizing primer. But I have to say, one coat of this, one layer of this, I do like it. I think it looks pretty good. Blended it out very, very easily. I definitely foresee this lasting pretty well. So the one thing that I'm noticing is it definitely does dry down very quickly. That's the one thing I'm noticing, and I'm like touching my face a little bit and I almost kind of feel like it dries down to a little bit of a powdery finish. I definitely feel like I don't really need to set it, even though I normally always do set foundation, but I definitely feel that this foundation would work best with combo oily normal. However, I definitely feel that you would really, really want to take the time to properly hydrate and moisturize your skin. But I like the way it blended in, especially with this type of brush. I definitely feel as well this would not really work with a beauty blender. I myself am not a beauty blender type of person. I just feel the beauty blender, being that it's wet and being the foundation is matte, I feel like that would just mess up the way that it looks on the skin. So I feel that this potentially can work the best with either your fingers or a brush. But again, a brush is what I prefer. I want to wrap up this video and let you guys know my final thoughts on the foundation. So again, pros, I really love the way that it is a squeezy tube. I love the shade medium. I am not sure if this will match me more in the winter. I may have to pick up a different shade when the winter time comes around, being that I know that I get a little bit more pale in the winter. I love the way it blended out. I do really like the way my skin looks in person and on camera. I love how soft and smooth my skin looks. Again, I will go in with a more pore minimizing primer underneath this foundation for the future because I could still see my pores showing through. I did set my foundation with the Kat Von D translucent setting powder because I feel like I don't really need a lot of other coverage, but again, that's pretty much what I do on an everyday basis anyway. Again, with the primer, so I definitely foresee this lasting, and again, I will have how it lasted on me in the description box down below, so don't forget to check that out. I give this foundation 2 thumbs up. I really do enjoy it, and I really love the way my skin looks. That's the biggest thing. I want my skin to look good, and I want it to last, and I definitely love the way my skin looks, and I definitely noticed no patchiness, no nothing. I'm going to continue to wear this foundation. I'm sorry, I have like a mirror like right here, and I can't stop looking at myself in the mirror because my skin looks really good. So I like it, I really do. You know, I love the fact that it doesn't look like I have a ton of makeup on. I know some foundations do that, where it looks like you have a full ton of makeup on, and it doesn't look like that. So I really love the way it looks. I am definitely more surprised than I thought I would be about this foundation. So if you guys have tried this foundation, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this foundation, and let me know if you would also try this foundation based off my first impression. And that is pretty much all I have for today's video. Don't forget to come back to my channel every Monday and Thursday for a brand new video. And that is pretty much all I have for today's video. And I shall see you in the next one. Have a great day, guys. Bye!